Hi guys, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're doing something I don't share too much on my channel because you guys were asking for more lightweight options. Well, I found a no-slide Prowler that's been kind of remade, reinvented. I'd like to see what you guys think, so make sure to drop a comment. Today I'm down at Jayco RV where they set up a number of different floor plans for me to shoot. This one in particular is the 2026 Prowler 2600BH. Yeah, I had to double check on that because they hired me because I'm friendly. But what I like about this is it's lightweight. I mean, it weighs 4,900 pounds dry roughly. It can hold up to 1,600 pounds worth of stuff. So, I mean, you can sleep quite a few people. In a no-slide unit, it's a very functional setup. So really curious to see what you guys think. All the rest of the specs like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description there for you, along with a link for Funtown RV if you want to do a little shopping from somebody that I know and trust. But otherwise, you know, you're kind of on your own. Go and do your thing, baby. But like I said, 2026 Prowler 2600BH, I think we can all agree for a more entry-level coach, this thing looks fantastic. I love the black and the white, the simpleness, even like the Prowler, I think it just looks pretty darn cool. But I like that glossy finish up front with the rock guard, your power tongue jack, and your propane bottles. And then it's your classic stick and tin from there. Corrugated aluminum here on the exterior. You have an awning that's gonna be, you know, obviously with no slides. It's gonna be all shade and kind of fun there with your exterior speakers. And you got some pretty good storage that I'd imagine quite a few are gonna be packing like a Blackstone or something of that nature. So let's go ahead and get on into it. You see the 3-year limited structural warranty. I don't think this will be too long of a tour because it's not a big RV. I mean, to be honest with you, you got the bedroom here up front. You got a sofa right here. It's a jackknife. So if you do bring some extra folks, you could sleep 1 or 2 there, you know, depending on how big they are, I suppose. You also have a mirror where you can see the cabinets. I think the decor team is doing a pretty good job here on this unit. On the inside, it's not really taller than other travel trailers, but it feels really roomy in here. Again, even without the slide. I'm not sure exactly what kind of voodoo, what kind of magic they're doing, but it feels nice and spacious. Has like a studio apartment feel. Like one of the first places that I lived in was a little bit bigger than this, but man, did I have some good times in that thing. You got your plastic wrapped countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have the 2 zones for the sink. So it's a split plastic bowl here with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from one angle. So it doesn't have one of those fancy doodobs. And then you got, boom, you got plenty of storage right there. Good looking, clean cabinetry. And I like the fact that you get pretty good window coverage over here. And of course you got outlets and plug-ins and all of that. But you're going to get 3 pull-out drawers. The top one's just going to be for like a brush or something like that. And then right here is pretty much nothing more than access to your plumbing. Maybe put some trash bags, you know, or something like that. Right over here is where you're going to put your TV. If you want to have one, you mount it up. This is going to be more of that weekend warrior. And then you see the double over double bunks, which I'll give you a closer look at that as we, get to it. Your awning control is going to be right here. This is going to be where all of your tank levels are, including your water pump. A couple different lighting fixtures. You do have your AC right up on the roof. So with this size of camper, I mean, this thing will stay nice and cool for you. I also like the big window right here for the dinette. Notice how the dinette is a little bit bigger, a little bit wider as well. That also drops down for extra sleeping. So, I mean, just right here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 4 people are sleeping in this. And of course, if you got smaller kids, we all know with the big old double over double bunks, you could fit some extra folks there. And then if you got blue scooters or bicycles, you got access for that. Now, right here is going to be your emergency exit window. I do have the opening for the storage out there, you know, over top of that, but obviously, you know, it lets in some pretty good light. 10.7 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. So you got your freezer section, you got your refrigerator section, you got a mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. It also doubles up as a microwave when you're not looking at yourself. And if you need another mirror for another gun, we're going lefty right here, but it also stores in things like deodorant and your toothbrush and things like that. Another outlet, you got yourself your sink, more storage here, and then as you come along, you got your bathroom. You know, it's kind of get me done size because you got the sink on out here, but it's just a toilet, and then you got a shower that's big enough. Definitely, it's a 1. It's a 1 on the roundy scale. You're not fitting 2 people in. You're not doing nothing other than spraying off quick and getting out if you're my size. I can tell you that. But if you are taller, you got about 6'4", 6'5" right there. And even to right here is probably about 6'1", 6'2". So I think that's pretty acceptable. Tankless on-demand hot water heater. So as long as you have propane, you got some good water going on for you. Got some good heat. Long showers, baby. Long showers. Let me make a funny face in the mirror here like I used to do as a kid. At the end of the day, that's all I am. One big kid, baby. Just having fun, touring RVs. I'm going back. I got my birthday this Sunday, which could be last Sunday, depending on when I post this. But plan on going home and milking that's for all it's worth. Going to be smooching honey buns. Right over there, you got yourself a place for TV, emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. A little bit of storage on the strut assist. So even though it's entry level, at least they were kind enough to put the struts there. Not everyone's doing that these days. Outlet, outlet. And then if you got some hanging clothes, you got room on either side that you will have to adjust, because I thought there was going to be hanging room over there. But they are shelves. You can pop that out, turn it into hanging room. And then you got the overhead storage there too as well. Wired for solar, so it doesn't come with solar, but you got a place where you can put the solar charge controller. And you know, you can link that up, put 400 watts, whatever you might do. Now here on the exterior, since we already kind of hit it a little bit, we'll go pretty darn quick. But your exterior speakers, we already went over the awning. You got a little bit of storage here up front. Your manual stabilizers. So that's going to be a 5/8 drill bit that zip on those down, make it real nice and easy for you. And you got some pass-through storage where you can put your microwave box, you know, if you would choose. And you saw some of that wood frame construction. One thing I do like, they're using the magnetic holders as opposed to those cheap plastic clips. So I think that is pretty cool. And if you're a bigger person, you're going to enjoy the fact that they are using the step above steps as opposed to the flimsy kind of replaced, put them in there ones. You got dual axle, however, nothing fancy going on. They are a little bit more spread out, which is nice. Kind of hit those road bumps a little bit more even. You got your place for your cable TV and your outlets. Again, the speakers kind of centralized, the 3-year limited structural warranty. They are using the Solera 3000 series for the awning. So basically that'll run off your battery, you know, if you put some solar on there or something like that to power it up. And there's going to be the back end of your Suburban water heater and then that power, that stabilizer. On the back, you have a bumper, spare tire, Lippert on-the-go ladder system, and then you have your backup camera there too as well. So if you want to see what's going on behind you when you're driving, if you're a little bit new to camping, might make things a little bit easier for you, you know, when you're humbling and bumbling down the road. Cable TV hookup right over here. You also have all your dump valves located in one spot, which is pretty nice with all your poles right there as well. You're also gonna see your low point drains, and then you even have a black tank flush here as well, which will help circulate, get some water into that tank, help you flush it a little bit easier. Exterior shower located right there, so hot and cold water. 30 amp connection, city water connection. Again, you can kind of see those separated axles there for you. And then what is that? What do we got here? That's your potable water. Then back end of the pass-through storage. I guess we don't have to show that. But all right, guys. Pretty, well, got 2 20-pound propane tanks, power tongue jack, rock guard, place for 2 batteries. But other than that, I think we're about wrapped up. 2026 Prowler 2600BH. My name is Hunter. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.